I was a medical aid man up on the line on a 38 parallel. And I used to get up, pack a 45 and go up and down the trenches and take the stuff to the machine. And then we used to hear, at night, we used to hear Tokyo Rose get on these speaker boxes up over the line. GI, go home. GI, what are you doing here? Go home, your loved ones want you. We used to hear that speaker all the time. She's on a box, making all the noise. So I was up on the line, and then that was a 4-point zone. We had to have too many points to rotate. So I was on a 4-point zone. After I was on the line for so long, we slept in off the trench. We slept in communication bed poles with sticks with communication wire. That we never took our clothes off. We laid with our clothes on every night we went to bed. And we'd get up in the morning, we'd go walk the trench, make sure that everybody had come around there. And then after I was on the line for quite a bit of time, that was 4-point zone, then I had enough to ask me if you want to be an ambulance driver. So I would get off the line, so I wanted to be an ambulance driver. Then I went back to forward aid station, and I got an ambulance driver, and he offered me a rider with me. And I said, he going to carry the gun for me? He don't carry a weapon. I said, why not? He's a conscientious objector. I said, I don't want him. So I got rid of him, and to give me another guy that rode in the ambulance with me that carried a weapon for my protection, because we drove over the mountains all the time with just blackout lights. You didn't have anything. And then you took the cross off the top of the ambulance, because that was, they didn't go by the Geneva Convention over there. So they took the cross off. But then I used to haul the wounded from the front line to the rear mesh air stations, and we drop them off there. I done that until like just about the time I got out of the service. We got shot upon quite a bit of time from down below. They had just the main line of resistance. They had barbed wire over the top, and they shoot over in front. We had to take cover all the time. Like, that's why we never took our clothes off. We slept with our uniform and everything on. I got the combat medal badge for being up on the line, and then I got the other medals you get when you go overseas. You get these different medals, and then I got one. I was supposed to have one Bronze Star coming to me, which I never did get. That was either waiting longer to get it for me, or rotate, get ready to go home. So I said, I'm going home. So you can always get that Bronze Star later, but I never did get it. I've seen a lot of guys go on patrols. They go out in the evening. The Army guys that go on a patrol, they go out in front of the line and circle all the way down around looking for the enemies. They'd be out all night long. About the time they turned in about daybreak, they returned and coming back in, they got shelled upon. And I seen a lot of guys where they brought them into aid stations. One guy they brought in there, his leg was just dangling, his arm was bad on. He put him in the aid station, and the doctor was taking care of him in the aid station. And I happened to look over, I told the doc, I said, he checked him for that wound, but I said he's bleeding. He checked him, he bled. He laid on that litter, and he bled. That's on the stretchers. So that's the guy, he didn't have to make it. Military was good, the service and everything else, very good. You got where you had your basic training. You had a lot of stuff like, you get in the morning, you had certain duties, what you had to do, and you fall out every morning at 6 or 6:30 for reveille, and that was nice. And the service was good. They give you the workout every time. You get all your workout, and everything else was really good for you. I enjoyed the service like that, but when I heard about combat, first time I ever had go overseas like that, I got kind of choked up like overseas. What am I going to do? You know, you just go about it. You face it, and just get off your mind. You just go right ahead and do what you got to. Just watch yourself. Make sure you always got your gun or something handy.